the expanded editions of the Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends soundtracks have finally been unleashed. They were officially released on October 3rd, and as we're recording this on October 6th, they are out, along with, of course, the expanded edition of 2018 being reissued with new artwork, and now all three are available as the complete expanded collection box set. And there's tons of different, vinyl sets and all that good stuff that you can get your hands on. Now, um, I was busy over the weekend, like I said, with our film festival, so I didn't even have a chance to really listen to the new tracks until today. At least not all of them until today, as we're recording this, Michael Myers Monday, October 6th. And so that's pretty much what I've been listening to all day. Are these new previously unreleased tracks, and some are literally not even like full tracks; they're like cues, but there's some really notable stuff in there that I want to talk about. And we're going to start with Kills, and I'll give you just some thoughts that I've got on this. We've talked about the artwork before. It looks stunning. And of course, you can get that poster with it, and all the different uh, vinyl variants you can get a hold of. And but here we're going to go down here and look at the track list. And what's really awesome is with Halloween Kills on this expanded edition of the soundtrack, there are an additional, believe it or not, 25 tracks from what was on the original release. And a large part of that is because, if you'll recall, these tracks include the extended cut music, and they did release that extended cut of HK with the added scenes, and that's actually some of my uh, favorite stuff on here. So you can go through and you can see here on the Sacred Bones website, they've put a little star next to the tracks that are new, and you've got so many new ones here on the Halloween Kills soundtrack. Hawkins Discovered, Flashback, which is that great throwback to the Shape Stalks theme that kicks off the flashback sequence in HK. Um, you've got so many little moments that are from that extended cut as well. Now, a couple of these tracks, like I said, are very short. They're literally just like cues, but some are just really good. Like track 17, Massacre. That's kind of when you're seeing the damage that Michael did to all the firefighters, and then there's the very next track, Someone's in the Car. That was a standout to me. That's when, who we find out later is Tivoli. He's in Vanessa's car, and they're kind of going out there with Tommy to investigate that. Um, and then some of what I liked the most. There's also Disturbed Man. That's more of the Tivoli section of the movie when the mob is really getting crazy at the hospital. But what I really loved are some of these here at the end. Back to his sister's room. This is the very end of the movie when Karen makes that fateful walk back into the Myers house, back up the stairs into his sister's room. There's Final Kill, which is actually when he's kind of doing what I call basically a kind of a psycho montage. The way it's shot, the way they're stabbing, the way she's kind of blocking. And I love the music in that as well. It's kind of just chaotic and crazy, and I just love that scene. And I love that we finally have that track and that sequence here released publicly. And then track 44, the second to last track, I love. It's called Michael Answers, and that is specifically from that extended cut ending where Laurie is calling Karen's cell phone, and ultimately Michael picks up in the extended cut, and Laurie just hears him breathing, and there's this kind of slow motion moment of Laurie walking down the hallway in the hospital, and that's how the movie ends. And this is the music to that moment. It's called Michael Answers, and it's a great moment in the extended cut. One of my favorite moments in the extended cut, and it actually is one of the best tracks on the Halloween Kills extended edition, if you ask me. But of course, we've got much more than just those 25 previously unreleased tracks. Look at this insane poster, by the way, that you can get with the Ends soundtrack and the blood splatter vinyl. But I love that poster. I just love that artwork. But but on Halloween Ends, not quite as many new tracks. There are 10 new tracks on the Halloween Ends soundtrack. 10 previously unreleased tracks. And here you can see they are starred with an asterisk. They are track 5, Tire Slash, track 11, Walk With Me, 13, In the Restaurant. You'll see a theme here. A lot of these tracks are very much in the Corey and Allison part of the movie, and not so much the shape parts of the movie. There is Bridge Fight, track 14. That's one of the standout tracks for me of these 10 new ones. I really like that moment, and you'll remember that moment when the band bullies kind of jump poor Corey there on the bridge and throw him over the bridge to be found by the shape. And then there's actually track 16, actually called Corey and Allison. Goes without saying. It's very Corey and Allison, but I really like that track, actually. I'd say that's one of my favorites of these new unreleased tracks as well. There's Side of the Road. Track 17. Track 19 is Slap. 21 is Take the Mask. That was already released ahead of the full release. Track 24 is Suicide. That is a new track, and you'll remember that moment in the movie where a lot of us, I don't know, I mean, I kind of thought maybe Laurie was going to take herself out in that moment, and man, would that have been a disappointing way to see this unbelievable badass heroine character go out. So I'm glad they didn't go that route, but great music, incredibly emotional music during that moment. And what you'll see in all 10 of these tracks, in my opinion, is they are all very much like a lot of Halloween Ends, atypical of what you might expect from these soundtracks, meaning that they are not, they're a little more experimental in relative speaking to what Carpenter and Daniel Davies and Cody Carpenter did for these 3 movies. And then track 25 is What Did You Do? That, of course, when Allison comes home and finds poor Corey is done for. And that is the last of the 10 new tracks on Halloween Ends Extended Edition. And of course, the new music is the main attraction, but collectors are going to have so much fun adding these vinyls and even the CDs to your collection. I'm still a CD guy myself. I haven't gotten my expanded edition yet, but I figured I'd pull out here's my original HK CD here. Yeah, I'm a 90s guy, so I still do CDs. How are you going to purchase these? Are you going to purchase these? Have you purchased these? And purchasing or not, have you been blasting them on Spotify like I have? All day today, I was literally listening to these 35 new tracks. And of course, there is the reissue of the Halloween Ends Extended Edition, but with all new artwork as well, and part of that box set as well. But I figured for tonight's purposes, I really just wanted to focus in on that brand new music. And again, as I've said many times, what a gift to have new music by John Carpenter in these films, in these most recent Halloween films. I mean, absolutely one of the, if not the best part about the most recent trilogy, if you ask me. But you guys, give me your thoughts on all of this and all of this wonderful new music that we have to kick off October and our Halloween season with. Definitely on my playlist starting now.